Hello, Simaji.
Hi, Rinkuji. Just a second. I'm trying to connect to the laptop. Right now, I'm connected with my phone.
Okay.
Just Zoom is taking a lot of time to open in the laptop.
Yeah.
Mm. So, can you pronounce the institute where you did your diploma from?
It's Manthan Institute.
Manthan.
Manthan, yeah.
Where is it?
It's at Bombay Central. It's a small institute where
Okay.
it offers diploma course on various like ECC Ed and counseling, early
Okay.
care. So
Okay.
Manthan. It's an institute. It's not a university.
Okay. Still connecting. Is there anything else that we should discuss before the call?
You can hear me well, right?
I can, yes.
I just wanted to share the screen. So I just want to check whether I can.
Uh-huh. Share.
Yeah.
I will see.
I'm going to go on WhatsApp only. I'm very poor at technology, basically.
Um,
I've tried uh, my best. I did it on Canva. So again, there was a lot of hassle in converting into PPT, and then ma'am wanted on PDF.
oh,
Yeah, and this is going to open in Canva only. I hope that's fine. I don't
and
know
just
how to
open.
do it other way.
Keep it open.
Yeah, just
Um,
there.
yeah,
It's fine, right?
I can see your WhatsApp screen.
You can see you can't see my presentation yet.
No,
Okay. Is by any chance you are properly logged in Zoom and everything, right? You can't see it yet.
no, I can only see your WhatsApp. One second. I'll just leave from.
So Unnati, can you see the screen? What screen can you see?
I can see the presentation screen.
You can see the presentation screen. Seemaji, can you see the presentation screen? Hello. Unnati, are you sure you can see? Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's a relief. And I'm heard also well, right? Yeah. I don't know how Unnati is spotlighted.
You've spotlighted Unnati?
I have not. I have not. I'll see how to 1 second. Participants. Okay. Yeah. I have not spotlighted her. I don't know how to undo it. View. Okay. I'll just speaker.
See, if you want to spotlight, you will have to go to the person's picture, I mean the video.
Okay.
On top, there'll be three. If you like, if I,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 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 Okay.
so on that three dot, there is a drop down which you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah. Remove. No. Remove. Putting. No. 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 Rename. Ask to start video chat. Pin. Okay. Off pin. No.
No, not pin. Are you the host now? Can you see yourself as host?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
you
host.
are.
Yes. Yes. I'm host.
You should have that.
I'm the host now, then asked to start the video. Oh no, Unnati, how are you spotlighted? You know how to undo it? I just spotlight myself rather. Maybe there is some way of doing that.
No,
See,
I
today
haven't.
you don't have to spotlight anyone. Today you just have to show your screen. Okay,
Okay.
maybe we can figure out the spotlighting thing. Because usually it comes there.
So in mine, okay, when I went to my or that participant thing, spotlight for everyone is there. That option is there. So
Hmm.
if I don't know how to stop that. So I think that maybe Sally she can do it. I don't know. We
No, 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 no.
can add pin, edit profile picture, rename. It automatically comes spotlight everyone. Spotlighting Rinku Joshi for everyone. Remove all pinned videos. Do you want to continue? Okay. Okay.
Now you are spot.
Yes. You want me to spotlight you when you are talking? No?
At that time, you can just put it as spotlight everyone.
Okay. Uh, when I'm teaching,
No, when I
then
am speaking,
when you are speaking, spotlight everyone. Okay.
yeah, that's fine.
So I'll start that right now only.
Yeah, yeah.
Now this is remove spotlight. So spotlight everyone who is talking, I think. Then it's like when anyone who is talking will be spotlighted. Okay, now let me undo it. Pin. Okay. Either pin or then spotlight. That's the option. Spotlight everyone. Okay.
Rinku we'll just wait for a minute and then. We'll start. Namaste, everyone. So we are beginning today's workshop. So my name is Seema Nair, and I am a yoga wellness instructor level 2 from Arambh Yoga Institute. And today we'll do a little bit of introduction about about Rinkuji, about Arambh Yoga Institute, and we will also go through some information about today's topic, that is obesity and weight management. So I'm really excited to welcome you all to day one. So we have Rinkuji here with us. So before we go ahead, I will introduce you to Arambh Yoga Institute. Arambh Yoga Institute is located in Kandivali, Mumbai, and it is an IOC certified institution that follows international standard for quality management. We are accredited by the Yoga Certification Board under Ayush, Government of India, and we operate as an educational branch of Arambh Yoga Foundation, which is a public charitable trust and registered under Bombay Charitable Trust Act. Arambh Yoga Institute is a well-trusted yoga institute in Mumbai, India, and we aim to enlighten the world, especially the young aspirants, by providing high-quality education, training, and guidance in yoga teaching profession. We help them discover the true essence of yoga and its benefit by applying yogic principles and practices in daily life. This leads to a better balance in various aspects of life, ultimately creating a more positive and harmonious society. So I will also introduce you to our guru, Dr. Sushma Maurya, who is the founder and director of Arambh Yoga Institute. She has an extensive 2 decades experience in teaching and learning yoga. She serves as a lead examiner of Yoga Certification Board Ayush and is currently an assistant professor at Swanand Yoga Vidya Gurukul, Latur. Dr. Maurya has co-compiled the Yoga Teachers and Evaluator Level 3, Yoga Master Level 4 textbooks, contributing significantly to the academic field of yoga. She is a UGC NET qualified in yoga, and she also holds a master's degree in yoga. She has postgraduate diploma in yogic science and Sankhya Yoga Darshan. She is certified Ayush level 2 and 3 and also Yoga Master level 4 qualification. Beyond yoga, Dr. Maurya has also earned a diploma and master's degree in education. She is a black belt in karate. Her achievements have been recognized by Yogashri Award by the Indian Young Olympian Federation and the Patanjali College of Yoga and Research Center. She collaborates with renowned institutes, corporates, schools, NGOs, gymkhanas, and clubs, spreading her expertise and passion for yoga across diverse platforms. We feel privileged to embark on our yoga journey under able guidance of our Guru, Dr. Sushma Maurya. Now, I will introduce you to our today's presenter for our obesity and weight management workshop, Rinku Joshi ji. Rinku ji is based in Mumbai. She holds a graduation degree of BCom from Mithibai College, Mumbai, and a postgraduate diploma in counseling, remedial teacher for learning disabled kids from Manthan Institute in Mumbai. Rinku ji is also a qualified yoga instructor level 2 and she's currently pursuing yoga master level 4. Rinku ji is a homemaker, which all of us know is a more demanding job than any other profession. And she's also a mother of 20 and 18-year-old children. So welcome Rinku ji, and let's begin today's session with a small prayer. So I hand it over to Rinku ji.
Thank you so much, Seema ji, for the lovely introduction. So today we are here. I'm going to be conducting your yoga camp on obesity and weight management. I hope you can all hear me very well. And yes, and if possible, please start the video so we can have some interaction. That would be good if you can. And we will start our session with prayer. Today will be presentation. We won't be doing any asanas or any pranayam or any other practices today. We'll just get introduce ourselves with obesity, its cause, effects, need for weight management, and role of yoga in weight management. So we'll start with the presentation. Before presentation, we'll start with the prayer. If you all are wearing specs, please remove your specs. Close your eyes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Join your hands. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Om Bhuvat Swaha Tatsya Viturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Join your or rub your palms. Place it gently on your eyes and then remove. So we do prayer for the clear intention and focus. I'll share my screen to start the presentation. Hope everyone can see the screen. Okay. So if you can't see the screen, okay, thanks. So this is a presentation by me, Rinku Joshi, on obesity and weight management. I thank Seema ji for the lovely introduction. I thank my institute, Aram Yoga Institute, for providing me with this platform to share my knowledge. And I sincerely thank my guru, Sushma Madam, who has guided me till now. And I hope her guidance ahead also. Now, this is the first presentation slide where we will get to know yoga. What is yoga? So, I don't know whether how much familiar you are with yoga, but whether you are the student of institute or not. But yoga means different to different people. But actually, it is derived from the root word yuj, which means to harness or unite, and that yoga means union of individual soul, that's Jivatman, with Paramatman, individual or union of our soul with the cosmic intelligence and uniting it like that's called liberation. In today's age, we are not aiming at liberation. Nobody, most of the people, but we definitely aim at good quality life, good lifestyle, disease-free lifestyle. Physically, we need to be fit. Mentally, we need to be strong and flexible. Yoga and yogic practices does bring everything, all of these to us and much more. It relieves us from pain. It helps prevent chronic diseases and manage also many chronic diseases. this union is achieved. If we talk about liberation also, it is achieved when body and mind, they both work in perfect harmony. And when body and mind work in perfect harmony, they both are going to support each other. Health and well-being is just going to be a byproduct. So basically, what we are doing and learning, whether we are joining yoga or doing yogic practices for our interest of managing our weight or getting rid of some pain or just strength and flexibility, basically, ultimately, we may be aiming at liberation, but yoga is a train that may have that final stop at moksha or kaivalya, but it does stop at many other. It does stop at all the stations that lead to health and wellness. Okay, so we are boarding this train and hope our journey is successful in whatever we want to achieve. Wherever we want to get down, whichever station, hope we are able to get down at that station. We are able to reach that station, first of all. Now, what is obesity? Excessive accumulation of fats. You can ask me questions any time you want to while we are going on, while we are learning about the obesity, or we are just going on with our presentation. You are free to ask me any questions. What is obesity? Obesity is, as we all know, excessive accumulation of fats in body posing health risks. Whenever there is excess deposit of fat cells in body, there is extra pressure on the organs of the body. When there is extra pressure in the organs of the body to manage the excess fat, the excess volume of our body, the efficiency of the organs, they reduce. Thus posing health threat and inviting many diseases because the organs, our heart, our liver, our intestines, they are working extra to maintain the extra weight, because of which the health is facing many risks. So we should fight against obesity for the reason to to prevent the diseases that may be that we may have to face in future. In some cases, obesity may lead to low self-esteem and frustration too. Now, the social norms and everywhere we see nowadays in social media, but about in the in the movies and TV everywhere, the mainstream actor or actresses are always fit and healthy, giving us a wrong notion about fitness. Fitness basically is not about being and especially nowadays when the zero figure and being extra thin are in, it really is creating a wrong image among youth, among all ages, across all ages, and also children, which is a very wrong thing about fitness and health. Now, whether it's true or not, it's not correct, but it definitely reduces the the self-esteem of everyone across all ages. Children are being bullied. Elders have a very low low self-esteem because of the body image issues. They may not fit in certain clothes that the fashion demands, because of which these are the problems that may face, and because of which there may be frustration. And obesity is determined by calculating body mass index. If the body mass index is between, now how to calculate body mass index is, there's a formula where we divide our weight in kgs with our height in meters and then square it. This figure should be between 18.5 to 24.9. Any figure less than 18.5, you're underweight. About 24.9 or about 25 is being overweight. So that's how obesity is calculated. It is not calculated. It does your body shape or your body size doesn't determine obesity, but this figure between 18.5 to 24.9 is a perfect figure that the body mass index a person should have, and it's not determining just by the looks of a person. Now, the causes of obesity. Causes of obesity are genetics, diet, lifestyle, and other factors. Now, genetics. Genes play an important role in determining your weight. Many times, weight of offsprings, as children, depend upon the weight of parents or immediate family. the same way as their height and other factors depend upon them. As you can inherit diabetes or heart problems from your parents, same way a child can inherit obesity also from the parents. If either or both parents have slow metabolic rate, then children are also likely to have the same. What is metabolic rate? Metabolic rate is the rate at which the cells in your body convert food or calories into energy. Now, some people are born, you can say that some people or that two people eat same amount of food. One person is thin and other person is not, because the rate at which they can burn, their body can burn the calories is much rate. Yes. Preeti ji?
हेलो।
Yes, hi.
हाय मैम। मैम एक चीज पूछनी थी, आपने बीएमआई का बताया कि बीएमआई अगर हमारा
हाँ
लाइक अब जैसे मैं अपना बीएमआई करवाती हूँ ऑन अ रेगुलर बेसिस।
हाँ हाँ
ओके, सो माय
हाँ.
बॉडी परसेंटेज इज कम इज लाइक 18.3, तो लाइक यू कैन से लाइक आई एम ओबीस।
No, 18.3 is a eight, 18.3 is less than the required BMI rate.
ओके बट
18.5 to 24.9 is the required BMI rate. That is, it's a good BMI. Anything above 24.9 is obese.
द थिंग इज कि इससे पहले भी मैंने करवाया
What
था।
is your height and weight? Can you tell me?
या जस्ट सही, मैं आपको अपना बीएमआई रिपोर्ट ही बता देती हूँ उसी से। लाइक इट्स अ ओल्ड वन, लाइक माय हाइट इज 152 सेंटीमीटर
Okay.
एंड अभी तो लाइक आई हैव टू चेक माय वेट, बिकॉज अगर आप टुडे की बात करो, अदरवाइज मेरा अभी काफी इंक्रीज हुआ है मेरा वेट अभी, इसीलिए
Okay.
मैं आपसे ये क्वेश्चन पूछी।
Then I need to know your latest BMI. Uh, sorry, latest weight, I mean, whatever, like, no, then we can calculate your BMI. Because if your height is 152 centimeters, you can divide 152, you can make 1.52 square. Okay, that's 1.52 meters. And you can square it. And then that has to be divided by your height, with your weight.
लाइक माइन इज 49.10 नाउ।
Your weight.
यस 49.10।
Okay, with 1.152 centimeter height and 49.10 weight, you cannot be obese.
ओबीस में मैम पूरा ऑल ओवर बॉडी के अंदर फैट सब मतलब स्टोर होता है, या फिर एक पर्टिकुलर पोर्शन पे जाकर के वो स्टोर होता है। लाइक हम इसे हम बात करें, लाइक आई एम अ मदर, ओके, सो आई हैव अ मदर बेली। तो
Hmm.
वो एक ऐसी चीज है कि मेरी कम होती जाती है और बढ़ती जाती है। अगर मैंने 2 दिन अच्छे से खाना खाया तो वो
Hmm.
मेरा बेली बाहर आ जाएगा फुल,
Hmm.
और मुझे पता चलेगा। लेकिन
Hmm.
वही अगर मैंने 2 दिन फिर से डाइट लिया तो वो
Hmm.
मेरा बेली वापस अंदर चला जाएगा, लाइक यू नो। और मेरा एक और चीज रहता है,
Hmm.
मेरा ओव्यूलेशन साइकिल्स, मतलब जब से मेंसेस स्टार्ट हुआ है टिल माय
Hmm.
ओव्यूलेशन साइकिल, ठीक
Hmm.
है, माय स्टमक इज फ्लैट।
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
बट
Okay.
मेरा ओव्यूलेशन साइकिल क्रॉस करता है लाइक 15-16 डेज के बाद मैं बात करूं, टिल माय मेंसेस नहीं आता है तब तक मेरा
Hmm.
बेली पे एक वो ब्लोटिंग बोलूं या क्या बोलूं, वो पूरा
Yeah.
फुल
Bloat.
रहता है। एट दैट टाइम आई
Yeah.
सफर्ड द कॉन्स्टिपेशन, लाइक 5-6 डेज तक मेरा ये कॉन्स्टिपेशन का इश्यू रहता है ऑन टिल दैट पीरियड।
Okay.
तो
Okay.
जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ ओबेसिटी, इसके लिए मैं ये समझना चाह रही हूँ कि क्या है ये चीज
No,
मेरे
it's
को।
not. See, according to me, this is not obesity. You may face bloating issues, but definitely not obesity. But definitely when we will join our camp, okay, as I said, yoga gives a holistic approach to health and well-being, and obesity, dealing with obesity and health management is a part of it. When you start, you get other benefits also. Now,
हम्म।
this is not obesity for sure if you have if your belly comes out, but if it is bloating in any way, these practices are going to help you in those things. But
ओके।
yeah, it's because it gives पूरा health में आपको वो benefit रहेगा और आपके problem में भी रहेगा benefit, because it does offer relief from menstrual pain and like any problem issues related to menstrual cycles also. Although our exercises will be directed to increasing metabolism rate and like reducing your fat in certain region and improve digestion, that is going to help you. So these are the things these are the asanas we are going to do to deal with obesity. And definitely your issue of digestion and bloating will cover under these. But
Okay.
yeah, I don't know
Now,
about.
I'm doing continuously yoga. Like I'm the student of Sushma ma'am.
Acha.
So like I'm doing daily basis yoga और उसके पहले भी like I'm into fitness, like my fitness journey is 5 year old now.
Acha.
तो तब
Wow.
से मैं कुछ न कुछ करती आई हूँ, लाइक जिम भी ट्राई किया है, सब कुछ ट्राई किया है, योगा भी ट्राई किया है, बॉडी वेट ट्रेनिंग भी ट्राई किया है, एवरीथिंग जुम्बा उम्बा, जस्ट
Hmm.
बिकॉज टू मेंटेन माय वेट बिकॉज आई हैव थायराइड. ओके.
Mm.
तो
Okay. So the genes also play a part, and the thyroid or the hormones do change and they play a part. Let's see, let's try our sessions, and if it can help you in any way. But it's very good thing that I'm very happy to know that you are practicing yoga and you are into the health management, weight management from a long time. So at least if you have this problem, I'm sure that you will not be facing any chronic problem in future because you are conscious of your weight, and more than weight, you're conscious of your health. So just keep doing
ओके.
what you're doing, and maybe avoiding some, or some bigger problems. So just don't stop doing and taking care of your fitness. That's for sure. And I hope these practices help you in your journey, or help you in your uh, a specific problem that you're facing.
श्योर मैम.
Okay. Yeah.
या मैम, थैंक यू.
Welcome. Genes play an important part in determining your weight, and many times, yeah. So as I said, that sometimes, even sometimes the body shape depends upon your parent. So, and other factors also, as you inherit, even children may inherit their obesity from their parents, and sometimes a metabolic rate also. But doesn't mean that we don't try, and yogic practices does help, even if it is inherited by the parents, they do help in overcoming those problems. Another cause is diet. So, diet includes calorie surplus. Sometimes we feel that we don't eat that much, okay? But still we are putting on weight. We may not sometimes realize that our calorie intake can be more than the calorie that is burnt. So, if sometimes with the age also you keep on eating the same food, but sometimes that is much later in age, but the amount of activity reduces. Okay, sometimes due to health issues, knee problems, you're not able to get down, take that door every time and take that call every time, get up and take that glass of water every time by yourself. And that's how calorie intake remaining the same, also calorie burnt that reduces, which leads to obesity. It's very important to see your calorie intake and calorie burnt, keeping your calorie burnt in check so that you don't have a calorie surplus and you don't you don't increase your weight, leading to obesity. Eating out and sugary food intake also lead to weight gain. When you eat out, you're eating calorie dense food, and the food which is very less in fiber, that really doesn't help your heavy calorie food to get digested, which leads to obesity or increase in weight, and sugary food intake being very high in calories. Even if you have little, it's enough for you. People whose metabolic rate is less, it's enough for them to increase the calories. So put on weight or increase their weight. Especially if you're already your BMI is high, you should avoid eating out and eating any sugar intake and taking any sugar intake. Lifestyle. So lack of physical activity due to desk jobs, technology, modern transport. Uh, so the research say that more than 50% of the population in the world are doing desk jobs. They are desk workers. That means 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours minimum of the day you're spending on your desk. Doing sedentary work, which may lead to obesity because there is very less or zero calorie burnt during that time. Next is technology. Now, increase in technology, that is automation in work, is not helping dealing with the obesity. Then increase in screen time due to in screen time that is on phone or TV. That is also increasing the sedentary lifestyle. Then there is this production of one accessibility of this high calorie food in very low price. Okay, this has lead to increase in obesity among that class of people who could otherwise not afford the uh, easy access to high calorie food. But now because they are made in factory, it's easy access, and then obesity has spread across all class and sections in the society. Modern transport, especially Uber and taxis and cars, uh, they are basically that basically discourages us from using train or bus, where we have to walk to that bus stop and climb those stairs to the station, climb down the stairs. So this modern technology and modern transport has also contributed to the sedentary or a little comfort lifestyle that leads to obesity. Lack of sleep, when the sleep is irregular, so when the sleep is irregular, what happens is hormones get disrupted. Hormone called leptin and ghrelin. Okay, they are responsible for regulating our appetite. They reduce, and because of that, we feel more hungry. And obviously, overeating will lead to increase in weight and eventually obesity. High stress levels. High stress level also leads to increasing cortisol levels, which also regulate our hunger. And that is why we feel like, and the cortisol levels, rise cortisol levels also lead to craving for this high calorie food and sugary food. Okay, and this is called stress eating. So when the stress is high at work, in the house, just being at home also, you just get stressed about your children's exams due to increasing competition. Any increase in stress levels will definitely disrupt your cortisol level, may cause an increase in that, leading to uh, overeating, and overeating of calorie food. That will definitely lead to obesity. Certain medications, like nowadays in today's world, uh, people are suffering from mental health issues, because of which they are put on antidepressants. And sometimes there is some pain in the body, acute pain, because of which they are put on steroids. Now, when you take these antidepressants or steroids, they lead to weight gain. Other factors that causes obesity are health conditions like underactive thyroid gland, that is hypothyroidism. There is less supply of thyroid hormone. That's a growth hormone, and that is why this leads to cause of obesity. And comfort eating, that's called emotional eating. When you're very happy, you want to celebrate, go out, eat, order and eat. Even when if you're sad, uh, food uh, food comes out as a kind of entertainment or a little comforting. So any emotional high or low, person resorts to comfort eating, which leads to obesity. What are the effects of obesity? Now, diabetes. Body has to provide more insulin to regulate the sugar levels, causing extra stress on pancreas, where insulin is produced. And this leads to obesity. The body has to provide more insulin to regulate the sugar levels. Okay, high sugar levels in our body, and this causes stress on the pancreas, which is responsible for producing insulin. And this is how the inefficient working of pancreas lead to diabetes. Heart diseases. Added pressure is created on heart for pumping blood to larger body, affecting its efficiency. Now, heart also same way has to work harder, because the blood has to cover larger surface area, that creates extra pressure on the heart, leading to heart diseases. Backaches. Extra accumulation of fats around stomach creates extra pressure on back, causing pain. Okay, back has to carry the extra weight of the stomach, which causes back pain. Knee pains. Knee has to take extra body weight, which causes its diet to damage in the long run. Fatty liver. Fat cells release fatty acids that is taken by liver and stored as fats, leading to buildup of triglycerides within the liver tissues. This is how the fatty liver is formed. Because fat cells that the extra fat cells release the fatty acids. The more fatty acids that's released, that more it's stored as fat, leading to buildup of the triglycerides within the liver. And this is called fatty liver issues, and it's called non-alcoholic fatty liver. That's not caused due to alcohol, but it's caused due to excess weight. Breathing problems, excess weight on chest wall makes it harder to breathe. And gallbladder problems and gallstones, increased cholesterol levels due to obesity, increased cholesterol levels in bile due to obesity, which can form stones within the gallbladder. These are the few effects of the obesity, and that's why they need to manage weight. Just now we did the physical problems. These are some of the psychological effects of obesity. Obesity can lead to a number of psychological issues like depression, anxiety. Again, the social norms, okay, the high social norms, that a person with overweight is not able to meet leads to depression, same with anxiety. Also, the increased inflation in the body also leads to depression. This is also due to the increased inflation in the body leads to obesity, and the increased inflation is due to obesity. Low self-esteem, again, to not be able to meet the social standards that are constantly being portrayed on the screen. Also, this models, fashions, like, the latest fashion that, sometimes, person may not be able to, meet the, they may not be able to wear certain things and portray themselves in a certain way that may lead to low self-esteem. Body image issues also, it's again due to the portrayal of this fashion models and uh, uh, actresses and everyone on social media. Also, everybody's an actress nowadays, and they want to look their best with filters and everything. And a person who is not active on social media, just a passive user of social media, may have this body image issues, low self-esteem and depression. uh, emotional and behavioral disorders. Again, when you are depressed or anxious, you have body image issues, definitely you have emotional mood swings, and it then reflects in your behavior also and mood also. This may also lead to sometimes social isolation and lethargy and lack of motivation, because less energy. Your body is not able to either digest proper food, or they are not able to generate that much energy, okay, due to various problems, and this leads to lethargy and lack of motivation. You feel emotionally not very motivated to not only work on your health, but on anything else. And impaired quality of life, okay. Impaired quality of life, again, because uh, some of the other issues may be faced due to if you are having health issues due to obesity, you may face some or the other problems that impairs the quality of life. What is weight management? Weight management is the practice of maintaining a healthy body weight through lifestyle changes. So being able to manage, maintain a healthy body weight through lifestyle changes, like eating healthy, bringing discipline, dedicating yourself to yogic practices, or any other way of fitness. uh, Managing your sleep hours, maintaining good sleep hours. These are the various ways so that your hormones are working in place. The chemical production in your brain, like supply in your brain, is sufficient. Your body is digesting your food properly. Okay, this will achieve, and we eating the right kind of food at the right time. Okay, these are the lifestyle changes that we need to make to manage our weight. Need for weight management. There is growing awareness among people about health and weight management. Weight management is sought for the purpose of good health and well-being rather than vanity. just not for looks, but we need to be healthy. Okay, and we need to be healthy not only physically but also emotionally. We should be able to do what we want to do with that lightness of body, with that excitement in the heart. So that is how. And whatever we want to achieve, our weight or any mental issues, depression, anxiety, or low self-esteem should not be able to stop us from doing and getting what we want. And this is the need for weight management. Good health and well-being includes living longer, long life, feeling better. You want to feel better all times, and you don't want to feel sad, depressed, anxious, or stressed. Preventing and managing many chronic diseases. Now, when we go about weight management, we are able to prevent various chronic diseases like diabetes, sometimes cancer also. But if somebody is already suffering from that, we can definitely help manage those diseases better by better pain management, or by better by being a little strong mentally also, to manage these chronic diseases that are really sad for people who are actually facing it. We feel more energized, better energy. Our mood is improved. We are in better mood, which also leads to which also helps in our uh, social life. And when health is managed better, when we have improved digestion, our body functions better, we get better sleep. Role of yoga. How yoga will help in weight management? Through yoga, we will try to achieve the following. Detoxification through Shatkriyas. We'll do Shatkriya, mainly here we'll do Kapalbhati. But if anybody else is interested in Vaman Dhoti, please let me know. We'll meet one morning to do Vaman Dhoti if you're not already familiar with that. It helps clean your stomach and entire alimentary canal from stomach to your throat. It helps clean that with any infection or any excess phlegm or cough, and this helps in better digestion. So, but we are generally will be doing Kapalbhati as Shatkriya, and this helps detoxifying our body. Flexibility will be achieved through various movements called Sukshma and Sthula Vyayam. Okay, we'll aim to achieve flexibility through various Sukshma Vyayam. Sukshma Vyayam we'll learn in future slides what Sukshma Vyayam and Sthula Vyayam is. Improved digestion and metabolism, strength, lightness, muscle toning through asanas and Surya Namaskar. So here we will have improved digestion. We will do the asanas that will help us improve our digestion, metabolic rate. It will provide us with strength, lightness of the body, muscle toning, and these will achieve through asanas and also Surya Namaskar. Surya Namaskar will help us burn quite few calories also. Reduce stress, effective breathing through pranayama and meditation. So when our mind is relaxed and healthy, we will be able to move towards our goal of weight loss or weight management in a very effective way. Now, weight management through yoga. These are the practices we'll be doing. Yoga is a gift given by our respectable gurus, and we at Aram Yoga Institute are humbled by this opportunity to help others achieve their goal of health and well-being. Parts of practices, we are going to do prayer. We'll start our practices with prayer, Shat Kriyas, Asan, Surya Namaskar, Pranayam, and meditation. Prayer. So weight management through yoga in prayer section, well begun is half done. We will justify this saying by beginning our session with prayer. Prayer help us in calming our mind and focusing our thought. Now we will begin our sessions well. We'll begin them with prayer. When we pray, we are basically focusing our thoughts. Okay, rather than generally our thoughts are randomly moving in all direction. With prayer, we are focusing our thoughts. Even if we are focusing our thoughts to God or anything good, at least they are focused, and then we will have a clear intention of whatever we want, because through prayer again we are making our intention very clear in our head, that we want to achieve a certain thing, and with a focused mind, we will connect with the divine to clear intention of our goal. Okay. So prayer help in calming our mind and focusing our thoughts. That's how we'll start with prayer. Shat Kriya. In Shat Kriya, we will do Kapalbhati, which is active exhalation with following benefits. Now, Shat Kriya gives us benefits like detoxification, improved digestion. Our digestion improves. We detoxify our body, removing all the negativities, not only from the body, excess carbon dioxide from our lungs, and all the negative thoughts from our head. Improve our digestion. It boosts the Jatagni, or the digestive juices in our body, and thus helping improve improve digestion. It improves our respiratory function because it helps in its active exhalation that helps in removing excess carbon dioxide from our lungs, thus helping our respiratory function. Improved metabolism increases and removes stress and negativity from the mind. These are the benefits of the Kapalbhati that we'll be doing during our, and we'll do in a systematic way, increasing our Kapalbhati each session. Sukshma and Sthula Vyayam. Now, Sukshma and Sthula Vyayam are the warm-ups that we'll do before our asanas. They will help better movement and a well-defined posture when we'll actually move on to asanas. Sukshma Vyayam is basically joint mobility. It helps in joint mobility, stress reduction, improved blood circulation, mental focus, and pain relief. And they basically work on our joints. Okay, they prepare our joints for the asanas, and they also work on a cellular level and generate that energy. Okay, gives the energy boost to our yogic practices. It's a very good way to start yoga with our Sukshma Vyayam. And Sthula Vyayam it provides us with muscular strength, cardiovascular health, weight management, and improved metabolism. Sthula Vyayam will be doing is Ridgati and Sarvanga Pushti. Asanas. So asan benefits, we will do asanas because it will help us gain strength, flexibility, and balance. It will relieve our mild arthritis. It relieves mild arthritis if anybody has neck, shoulder, back pain. It improves heart health. It improves digestion, manage stress and anxiety, increase level of concentration and energy, and elevate mood and reduces negative feeling. These are the various benefits of asanas that we'll be doing. These are the few asanas we'll be doing. There are the few of them. Our yoga schedule is different from these. But we'll do Trikonasana, Dandasana, Paschimottanasana. They have their own benefits. Like Trikonasana will help us with strengthening of legs, arms, knees, back, and core. It also will help us with our digestion. Dandasana will help us with spine alignment, and it will tone our foot and it will stretch our muscles. Paschimottanasana will stretch our spine and hamstrings and improve blood circulation. Padahastasana will increase our metabolism rate and it will tone our belly muscles and lower limbs. Kati Chakrasana will strengthen our spine, waist, and it will help us relax. Vajrasana will help our weight loss by aiding digestion and metabolism, and it also reduces the heart attack risk. Shashankasana relieve us from stress and anxiety, and it will help spinal flexibility. Tadasana will improve our posture and enable flexibility. Virabhadrasana increase stamina and inner strength, and it will stimulate our digestion. Ardha Halasana, it strengthens our core and relieves constipation. Ardha Chakrasana, effective in losing stomach and thigh fat, improves lung capacity. Setu Bandhasana, strengthen leg muscle, improve hip flexibility. In addition to this, we'll be doing Surya Namaskar. which will burn calorie, improve flexibility, strengthen the muscle, improve our digestion, detoxify the body, and improve mental health. Pranayam. We'll be doing various pranayams, including Bhastrika, Anulom Vilom, Bhramari, Shitali, Shitkari, and we'll try to do that with the buns. So that will help us reduce the stress levels, improve respiratory process, enhance emotional health, improve digestion, increase focus and concentration, improve skin health, and regulate and improve sleep quality. Meditation. Meditation means practice of concentrating on anything gross or subtle for a period of time ranging from few seconds to few hours. So we will practice meditation also here. The meditation techniques. We prevent our thoughts from wandering and bring it back to the object of concentration every time our mind gets distracted. This helps in mindfulness, thus enabling us to live more efficiently and do what right for our health and well-being. So these are the few suggestions I request you all to follow. Till the time you're following, you are joining this camp, I would really request you to follow this few suggestions that will really help in the weight management or reduction of weight if we are aiming at that. At least 30 minutes of walk a day. I really request it. Today is Monday. Now we have 4 days before we finish our camp. So these 4 days, if you can walk at least 30 minutes a day, 30 minutes of walk a day. Start your day with 2 glasses of warm water in the morning. Very light breakfast in the morning. Lunch. So we'll start our practices at 8 o'clock. If you can have very light breakfast 1 hour before our practices, it will really help in providing with that little energy that will help you to continue with our practices or to follow our practices. Very light breakfast, and lunch should be the heaviest meal of your day. That is between 12 to 2, but as we'll be finishing our yoga at 12 o'clock, I suggest you to have your lunch at 1 o'clock or after 1. But lunch should be the heaviest meal of your day. Very light breakfast, a good heavy lunch that you want to, like, whatever. I'm not saying you have a heavy lunch, but anything anything that you want to crave for, or anything that you want to, like, have that's a little high in calorie. If at all you want to have that during your lunch time. Do not reduce caffeinated drinks. If you can stop them, please stop them. But if you can't stop your caffeinated drinks like tea or coffee, please don't have any soft drinks or aerated drinks. But if you can, if you can't stop your tea or coffee, just reduce that by half. Like, if you're having 1 cup of tea, have half a cup of tea. If you're having 2 cups of tea or 2 cups of coffee, just reduce it by half. Like, have 1 cup of coffee a day. So if you can't reduce, please reduce the can't stop. Please reduce the quantity for these 4 days. Don't eat anything that comes out of packet. Don't eat any packet food. See, I don't know whether you have plans for these 4 days. Some people will be going out to work or anything, and they may have to eat anything outside. But at least try not to eat anything from the packet. Whatever you eat, don't eat fried or eat anything that comes out fresh from the stove. So don't eat packet food for these 4 days, starting today, 5 days rather. Have your dinner before 7 p.m. in the morning, in the night. So please have your dinner, finish your dinner before 7 p.m. And before sleeping, I suggest you to take a glass of warm water with 1 teaspoon, at least 1 teaspoon of ghee at 8. Don't eat anything after 8. So please follow these suggestions. Dealing with stop sharing. 1 second.
मैम अगर योगा कर रहे हैं मॉर्निंग में तो भी वॉक करना कंपल्सरी है फॉर दीस डेज?
Yes. It's for 5 days. So please, I request you to follow these suggestions. If you want, you can. I'll start. If you want, you can please take a picture of this. Because managing health and managing weight and obesity is not about it's most of the things that were there in presentation we all already know about it, especially if you feel that if you're already on a journey of weight management or weight loss, we already know about the presentation, but this camp is more about implementation. So you can ask whatever questions you want to ask. Please take a picture of this slide. I would like you, if it will be more supportive, and it will, with this camp, if you follow these few suggestions, they are very basic. I don't think you have to make major lifestyle changes for that. Uh, or you may not even have to cancel any plans, but just don't pick up that packet, any biscuit packet or a chip packet and eat from that. If you have to go out, you can eat any low calorie or non-fried food. Please take a walk. Please take at least 30 minute a walk a day. You can start your day with 2 glasses of warm water. Light breakfast, you must be already having light breakfast. Lunch, I'm telling heaviest because anything that you feel like having a crave for having, have it during the morning or during your lunch time. Do not have during breakfast or dinner time. Yeah, caffeinated drink, if you can't stop, at least you can reduce them, reduce the quantity. So these are the basic things I request you to do, which will help in our camp. As I said, we are aiming at implementing the whole thing rather than the theory part of it. Everybody must already be aware of whatever what causes obesity and what are effects are. People, you may be suffering also from these effects already. Maybe because of that you have joined the camp or just for the health management part, I don't know. But I really request you to take the note of these suggestions and please attend this 4 days of camp, because one thing is for sure, it will, if not, you may not reach, you may not attain the end result, but it will definitely start your journey. If you're already on a journey, it will give you a kickstart, a very good boost to your journey. My schedule, my the whole program is very well scheduled, so that uh, my program is very well made, so it will help you with your journey in the best possible way. um, I can answer any questions if you have, if it is in my capacity to answer, and I know it, I definitely will. I myself is for me, weight management is about me. For me, weight management was always about putting on weight, because I have always been underweight. Like when I got married, I was 40 kgs. So, and my pregnancy, both my pregnancy, my weight was not more than 50 kgs. So I may not be actually sharing the same journey with, but I'm kind of sailing in the same boat, and that is why I'm on this. In a way, I'm also in my on my fitness journey now. I don't want to put on weight. I want to be fit. So it's not about reducing or putting on. It's about being fit mentally and physically. It's about feeling good about yourself, about having that motivation to do, not only for your health or increasing or decreasing, but that motivation for doing anything that you want to do in life. And feeling good about yourself is the first step towards achieving anything. It's not, you should just feel, and I think that is opportunity everybody should get. I didn't know how to start my journey, and I've always unless I came across Aram Yoga Institute, and after that, one thing leads to another in many other ways. Then I have come on to certain things. Now I may manage my lifestyle in a certain way where, uh, yeah, fitness is the main center of whatever I do, because yes, health is wealth. And here I don't want you all of any way to feel any bad about yourself. I'm very happy and I'm feeling very good that you have whatever issues you have, you're acknowledging, at least starting this and join this camp, and you want to do better for yourself. That's the first step. I'm really happy that I'm able to be a part, or guide you in any way with any limited knowledge or more knowledge that I have. I can answer any of the questions that I'm saying if you have.
One वन थिंग कि अभी जैसे आपका पूरा सुना मैंने, तो उसमें ही समझ में आया कि हम जो खाते हैं वो बॉडी के ऊपर होता है, उसका इम्पैक्ट आता है। बट आई एम नॉट ईटिंग एनीथिंग, उसके बाद भी बॉडी के अंदर लाइक लोअर बॉडी पार्ट अपना, लाइक स्टमक से लेकर ये सब में मेरा फैट है, दैट इज विजिबल फैट। एंड नाउ इट्स लाइक इन द 6 to 8 month बोलूं कि ये मेरे आर्म्स के अंदर, लाइक इधर भी ये अब फैट दिखने लगा है। पहले यहाँ नहीं दिखता था, अब ये यहाँ। जबकि लाइक आई एम नॉट ईटिंग पैकेट फूड्स, आई एम नॉट ईटिंग चॉकलेट्स एंड ऑल, नो शुगर एट ऑल। बिफोर 7 डिनर फिनिश हो जाता है, ब्रेकफास्ट लाइट रहता है, लाइफस्टाइल एक्टिव लाइफस्टाइल है। आई डोंट नो वेयर आई एम, मतलब व्हाट आई एम डूइंग रॉन्ग, कि इसकी वजह से भी लाइक मतलब समझे कि ये जो फैट है, बॉडी फैट, ये नहीं जाता है। लाइक आई एम विद द न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट, मेरी फ्रेंड है वो डाइटिशियन है, न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट है, मैं उसके साथ कितने बार से उसको डाइट चेंज करवा दिया, सब करा दिया। जब तक डाइट फॉलो होता है उसका, स्टार्टिंग 1 month 2 month में वेट रिड्यूस हो जाता है। एंड स्टिल आई एम स्टिल ऑन डाइट, ओके। वन चपाती इन द मॉर्निंग एंड वन चपाती इन द इवनिंग नाइट में, फिर भी फैट है बॉडी के अंदर।
Preeti ji, as I said, see, it's not only about eating, okay? It's about, first of all, I don't know, I feel myself blessed to be born as a female, but we also have hormone issues more than anyone else. Or if nothing else, we are having this menstrual cycle, which does like like you know makes a the hormonal imbalance as it is. We have to take extra care of ourselves. It's so that being female, and then sometimes it's genes also. Like as I said, like you inherit, maybe your your parents also maybe I don't know, and either a mother. If not, then there is a stress part, you know. Any
Correct.
stress they deposit in the parts of the body, and then once they are deposited, then it's very hard to get rid of them. So it's not only
Okay, तो
about
वो नहीं जाता है।
a very small part, नहीं जाता है. But like yoga is a holistic approach, okay? First of
करेक्ट।
all, I'll tell you, it's about being fit. It's not about
यस।
having your excess weight over here or there. It's about fitness. Do you feel fit? Do you feel is this extra? We'll come to that part where it will go or not.
हम्म।
But first of all, I would like to know sincerely that you feel healthy? Do you feel that your knee are getting pressure because of the weight you are, like the excess weight you're having?
नॉट नाउ। पहले होता था ये, पहले जब लाइक मेरा मेरा डिलीवरी हुआ था, तब लाइक आई गेन 15 kg। तब मेरा बॉडी ने मुझे बता दिया कि इट माय बॉडी इज नॉट कैरिंग माय वेट, क्योंकि मैं 45 पे,
हम्म,
जैसे आपने बताया कि आप
हम्म,
मेरा 45 था और मेरा कांस्टेंट था बहुत सालों तक।
हम्म.
और उस मतलब व्हेन आई कंसीव तब भी 45 था, 46 था, लाइक बट ड्यूरिंग द लास्ट ट्राइमेस्टर इट वाज अराउंड लाइक आई गेन टोटल 15 kg। तब डिलीवरी के बाद भी वो नहीं जा रहा था, तो मेरी बॉडी ने मुझे सिग्नल दिया कि नहीं, मैं वेट नहीं उठा पा रही हूँ तेरा, मतलब मेरा बॉडी। तो मैंने वो आफ्टर लाइक माय व्हेन माय लाइक जब मेरी डॉटर 6 month की थी, आई स्टार्टेड डाइटिंग और एक्सरसाइज। तभी से लाइक मैं टिल नाउ, तब मैंने वो जो कम किया ना, उसके बाद मेरी बॉडी लाइक पहले बलून टाइप की हो गई थी, अभी बलून नहीं होती है। अभी सर्टेन पार्ट्स में फैट आता है। मैं
Understand.
अगर इंटेंसिव वर्कआउट करूंगी महीना भर, वो चला भी जाएगा, लेकिन मैं वापस इजी वर्कआउट पे आ जाऊंगी तो वो वापस विजिबल हो जाएगा बॉडी में।
Okay. So
बट नाउ एज यू आस्क्ड कि आई फील फिट, यस आई फील फिट। मुझे ऐसा नहीं लगता है कि ये लाइक पहले मुझे आप ये बोल सकते हो कि बॉडी शेमिंग जैसा लगता है कि यार क्या बैली फैट है गंदा दिखता है, हिप फैट है गंदा दिखता है। बट नाउ फ्रॉम हियर आई से कि मुझे ऐसा फील नहीं होता है, बिकॉज आई एम इनटू योगा, लाइक आई एम आल्सो स्टूडेंट। तो मुझे ये सब फील नहीं होता है, मतलब कि मेरा बॉडी है ठीक है। लेकिन हाँ, कभी समटाइम्स बच्चे बोल देते हैं, मेरी बेटी ये बोलती, मम्मा आप ये ड्रेस क्यों नहीं पहनते, बेटा मेरा पेटू दिखता है इसके लिए। तो वो तो इसको अंदर करो ना, बाहर क्यों निकाल रखा है। तब थोड़ा सा लगता है यार मेरे बच्चे को इस चीज से प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, मतलब।
that's what.
बाकी मु-
So I'm first of all so happy that you took it up. Okay, I'm so happy that you had a knee problem, but you took it up and you said, and that's how, like, if you're feeling healthy in the other parts of the body, and that you're feeling healthy even in your mind also, because you've joined yoga, because you're doing dieting, brought your lifestyle changes. And that is the main thing I'm telling you. It's not sometimes about obesity or weight, it's about doing the right thing, what is good for your body. So that you have to
Correct.
you embrace your weight. Okay. And about your daughter, I would like to say that you can embrace it in front of her, like, okay, I can wear it, why can't I wear it, she's telling, and I don't mind it, as you said. And if you do it and if you manage it well for her, it will help her future, like, issues with, like, health, that she will not have in future. If she is underweight or overweight, she will not have the body image issues if you embrace it and you do it more or less
Correct.
very. So just remove that fine. But daughter is telling, fine, figure a way to explain her or tell her that you're fine with it. And sometimes you can wear also that particular dress just because you need to pass that message to her. Okay, that you have to, what is more important is healthy, and that she is getting a very good example she can see in you, because you are working towards your fitness. Okay, and about your weight in
Correct.
particular areas and all, we will strive hard, and as we will go about it, you can still share your problems, and we will see to it that I can help you in the maximum way that I can. Uh, Maybe because of hormonal changes and everything, and like, and you see, you delivered a baby. It's maybe, like, I mean,
Big deal.
very good thing of being a female, but it's unfortunate. Sometimes it becomes unfortunate. We have to bear the brunt of certain, like, issues that you're facing. But be fit. We will try our best. I will particularly see to it that, like, if particular exercises will help you more, I will tell you to do that a little more times and give you for suggestions. There's nothing, I think, that is not achievable in this world. It is definitely achievable.
Correct.
Maybe over a period of time. You can also share more and more about your lifestyle with me. Maybe I can help you more in your journey. But like, during our sessions, but I will also take personal care, and I feel nothing in the there's nothing that is not achievable.
Sure,
Definitely
ma'am.
I will aim at like, helping you the way you want.
Sure, ma'am. This is one part. The another part is remaining.
Yeah, I'm happy to help.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. The other
So,
part is about reducing, right? About your answer question.
yeah,
Preeti
go
ji?
ahead, Rinku.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. No, I just didn't understand about the other part is remaining, as in, like, have I answered your
So
question?
this is no, the thing is कि ये सब क्यों हुआ है? I know the reason because when I came to know that I have a thyroid now and I am unable to conceive, so I took the treatment for this. So I took the 2.5 year complete non-stop treatment and this like I मतलब ऐसे बोलो तो मैंने अपने हार्मोन्स के साथ इंटरनल हार्मोन्स के
Instead
साथ
of
छेड़खानी की है
yeah.
बहुत हार्मोनल मेडिसिन लिया है तो दिस इज द वन पॉइंट कि इट इज अफेक्टेड मी एंटिल इट इज अफेक्टिंग मी नाउ क्योंकि डॉक्टर ने मुझे पहले ही बोला था कि इट्स एक बार तेरे को दवाई दी है इसका इम्पैक्ट लॉन्ग टाइम रहने वाला है लाइफ लॉन्ग रहेगा इसका इम्पैक्ट तो
I
दिस
think
इज
that we can work towards it, and there are various ways in yoga. As yoga is a holistic approach where we can regulate our hormones and we can detoxify our body, and that may help in solving your problem. So I will also take personal interest in this, and we will see how we can achieve your goal.
थैंक यू मैम थैंक यू सो मच
Okay. So I
Okay.
hope to see you all tomorrow.
Yeah, so I have just placed the feedback form in the chat. You can please, all of you, give us a feedback. So it will be posted every day. So whenever you are able to, please open it and give us your. Very nice session, Rinkuji. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
very
everybody.
much all for attending, and I really hope to see you all tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
बाय मैम थैंक यू
Bye-bye. Bye.